Welcome back. You're still tuned in to News and Views with myself, Salailo Makudiri. The time is 9:33 Central African Time. And we're going to be switching gears now to a very, very exciting event that's going to be taking place in a few days. We'll be turning attention to the heart of Johannesburg, really, Homestead Park. It's one that speaks to social cohesion, neighborhood responsibility, and online visibility. There's been this event. I think we attended one last year and it was really, really brilliant. It is a community initiative that highlights some of the concerns that the community of Homestead Park has, issues around sanitation, around rising crime, and just the scenes of neglect by residents in this once tight-knit neighborhood. And they're planning to bring all of that back. They're taking control and charge of their neighborhood, and they'll be doing it with a really, really wonderful event that you should be attending. And we are honored to have with us Nafeesa Dangor, one of our friends and one of our colleagues here at Salam Media, also the vice chairperson of the Homestead Park Community Forum. That's the hat that she'll be wearing during our conversation with us regarding this. And she'll be giving us a bit more insight on what to expect on the celebrations that will be taking place in Homestead Park in a few days' time. Nafeesa, Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah so much for joining us. Always a pleasure.
Walaikum salam. Thank you so much for having us. Always a pleasure to be on the show. And of course, on behalf of the forum, we'd like to thank Salam Media for affording us the opportunity of being here today to be able to bring light on the matter of the fun day and, of course, the connotations behind it.
And that's exactly where we'll be kickstarting the conversation. Give us a bit more insight and background on the Homestead Park Community Funday, the concept, what it's all about, what's going to be happening on the day, and why should people be attending it?
It's indeed an honor to be having it for the third year in a row.
Yeah.
But this year it's bigger and better. We're always looking at improving the ways of how we can bring communities together. But I think also, Salilo, as you know, it's all about creating essence. And the ideology behind it is to bring in all the different vendors and people where they can then showcase their wares. So it's about also growing those home industries and the vendors that do the pop-ups every now and again and bringing light to what they do. So it's about Homestead Park. The community looks at growing people and changing the narratives of those particular individuals and, of course, the community itself. But what we've done, it's amazing, is, of course, afforded the opportunity to the people in our area that are doing those types of home industries and vendors to be able to actually showcase them and give them the exposure that they deserve. And I always say, everything begins at home. So why not go out there, look at the people in our area, support them and grow them in our own way. And I think that's where it all started, is we decided that we need to take ownership of our park. As you know, you've been following the trend of Homestead Park on many tweets, mails, and of course, documentaries. Just to let you in on that, the reason this year's Fun Day is one with a different note, I must say. It has a lot of essence in the sense that we were pushing for that many months with the entities of the city, such as JMPD, the bomb squad, and we've also interacted with the acting city managers and the mayor's office. And by pushing those narratives, we've actually changed the version of the park. So this time round, it has very deep essence within it because we've taken ownership of our park. Gotten rid of all the elements of crime and, of course, all the negativity that was going on in the park. There was a lot of stabbings, rapes, and very serious issues that were going on, which we did bring to light in the city. And we then had, a few weeks ago, a high impact blitz. And I think our utmost gratitude goes out to all those key players that assisted us in actually changing the narrative of that park. And it's so nice because a few weeks ago, since we got the park back, we've been literally having fun walks every single day. So basically on the fun day as well, we will be having a nice fun walk in the morning. So do join us for that. It starts, I think, at 8 o'clock in the morning, but people can expect a lot of things. So we have amazing food. There's an array of food that's going to be showcased. People are going to be coming in and selling that. There's a little bit of everything for everyone. So there's also pony rides for the kids, jumping castles. We've got archery. And then also we're looking at, just bringing the communities together. So it's not just meant for Homestead Parkers. We're saying everybody out there that's watching this and knows about this fun day is to come and join us and have a really nice day, getting to know the communities and interacting and creating that essence and that vibe. I think if we interact and knit together as communities, we can do so much more
Mm,
together.
mm.
And I
And I
think
want to
that's what
focus.
it's about.
I want to focus on that aspect because what was intriguing for me, we've been following the story of Homestead Park for a very, very long time now. What was interesting for me is how you guys, as members of the community, essentially said, we're not going to sit around and complain and moan and not do anything when we see a deliberate attempt to take over something that we hold so dear to our heart, a park that's supposed to be grounds for family, for people to go out and enjoy
Mm.
a beautiful public space. But we're going to do something about it. How important is that aspect? Because I feel like a lot of communities can learn from the work that you guys have done, because a lot of times people just sit, complain on the community WhatsApp group and don't do anything about it and just blame the government. Taking initiative, how important is
Mm.
that aspect?
Extremely, it's imperative. And I think as community members, we have realized as executive members and forum members that we need to take ownership of that park, because honestly, the crime level was increasing to an extent where it was just getting unbearable. What I say to other communities is to be able to create a forum of your own. And with that forum, move your narratives forward. Unfortunately, we need to understand that it's not, like you said, just about pushing expecting government to sort it out. It's about
Mm,
bringing attention to the issues and the challenges that we face, and then pushing that narrative forward. And what we've done is we've had many meetings with the different entities of the city. We've handed out tweets, bringing attention to all the real negative elements that have happened there within the park space itself. And also mails and interacting and communicating. I think communication is key, but it's also
mm,
about the community getting together and saying that we're going to get proactive about it and we are going to bring attention to the situation. And I must say, if you do it the right way, we followed the legal processes and procedures in order for us to actually attain what we wanted. But engaging with all the many community, should we say, entities. And I think what's important is we need to understand that if we do not create that synergy between the different entities, they're not going to work together to be able to understand what needs to be done. And I think this is what was important for us, is to bring attention. And I must say my utmost gratitude to all the entities in the city. I'd like to especially thank the mayor's office. Dr. Snooki Zakalala from the Bomb Squad has gone the extra mile for us in understanding our situation. Sending them mails and bringing attention to the situation matters. And I think that's where communities need to get involved in taking ownership. And we really don't mind sharing what we've done. I
mm,
think it's important for us to go onto social media, bring attention via tweets, and also create those mails that need to go out, work the legal processes and procedures, but bring a lot of attention to it. And as you know, Salam Media has assisted us in many ways to actually bring attention to that too. So we really appreciate that.
No, the pleasure was all ours. Nafeesa, just from your own personal point of view, as someone who's seen the park and the surrounding areas around it being essentially run down, being dilapidated, the infrastructure breaking down, those initial meetings, and ultimately seeing where you guys are right now, the success that you're able to garner over the years, where now the park has, literally come back to the hands of the community. It is a space where children can go out, play, families can go out in the weekends, and you can host, wonderful fun days like this one. Seeing the contrast over the years because of the hard work that you guys have put in, how's that been like?
We can see a definite change. It's absolutely major. And I think when you come in on Sunday, you will see it for yourself. There was a stage where we couldn't even walk in the park due to the elements of criminality that was happening there. People were, getting raped, stabbed. There was a lot of criminality going on where people had illegal firearms. So I think working with the city and making them understand that has given us I think it was the very first fun walk that we had just a week after the park got cleared out it was such a relief for us because we could use our own park as opposed to going to another park. And we had the most amazing fun walk. And I think that that sense of satisfaction, knowing that you've gotten rid of the criminality in your area, it helps. Look, we're not saying that the issues of Homestead Park have come to an end, but I think this is the beginning of many things that we can change in our area as well.
Just lastly, before I let you go, key details. What's going to be happening this Sunday? How can people, get in touch with you and be a part of it, because I think it's really, really major, and I'm seeing it slowly become one of the major annual events in the city of Johannesburg and the surrounding areas.
Yeah, it's, I think, all about bringing people together in communities. And I think what they need to do is just come and join us in the park in Homestead Park on Sunday. It's happening on the 9th of November. The fun walk starts at around 8 o'clock in the morning and going on right throughout the day till about 5, 6 o'clock. So I think people need to come in and enjoy a little bit of everything that there is for their families and themselves. So ladies, don't actually go out and cook on Sunday. Come and join us. There's some really nice vendors that you can expect there. And you can also, of course, do a bit of shopping and the kids can get entertained at the same time. So definitely a space to be on Sunday. Watch the space. Homestead Park is definitely making milestones.
Oh, there you go, Nafeesa Dangor. Always a pleasure. Just one last question. Are the cows gone by the park?
I suppose I think that has become the element of the story. But we need to actually thank the entities because we've worked very hard at that. Yes, they are gone.
Thank you.
We've actually worked in conjunction with JMPD with the bylaws. And I must actually, thank the mayor as well, because he's, as much as people don't have faith in him, it's if you work with them correctly and you follow the processes that they require, you do actually bring attention to the situation. And they understood it's a park meant for recreation and not for anything else. And yet they are gone. We don't know where they're gone to, but JFPD has sorted that out for us. So we want to thank all the entities in the city for actually coming on board and assisting us to change the narrative of that particular park. There are other big issues that we're still dealing with. Like the Cecil gas line hasn't been dealt with as yet. And those are the types of things that we need to deal with. But this is just, like I said, the beginning. And I think many communities can learn from this to say, let's get on board, create a forum, and let's make a difference.
Most definitely. We'll see you on Sunday. As long as the cows are gone, I'll be there. And
We're definitely looking forward to your live streaming and catching up with you. And of course, we want you to enjoy the park and go on a walk and see the differences that are there.
There you go, Nafeesa Dangor, Executive Vice Chair of Homestead Park Forum. Jazakallah so much, and we'll see you on Sunday. Salam.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to it. Salam Media. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.
There you go. Yeah, I think a really, really wonderful initiative. Salam Media will be there at Homestead Park Community Funday this upcoming Sunday from 8 until 5 p.m. You should make your way, be a part of it. It's a community that has worked really, really hard to reclaim a part of community, a park that was theirs, but that was being used for other nefarious reasons. There were all kinds of crimes that are being committed there. And Nafeesa and her team essentially stood up, went to the various authorities for I don't know how long, they've knocked on every door by the city of Johannesburg and said, hey, you need to fix this park. You need to have it taken care of. You need to make sure that it is well maintained, and all of these other nefarious, actions that are taking place there need to be booted out. And it's small victories like these ones that I think we can all draw inspiration from. As members of South Africa, usually we like complaining and not doing anything about things, just sit around on our WhatsApp community groups and share all of the destruction that we're seeing without standing up and saying, well, we'll do something about it. We'll hold those that are supposed to be doing the work accountable. And the community of Homestead Park have done exactly that, and they're celebrating it with this wonderful community fun day that they'll be hosting at a park that they fought for so hard to make it a place that now it becomes safe for children and families and other people from other surrounding communities to come and enjoy a beautiful scenic part of their community that has been long dilapidated and ignored for a very, very long time. So kudos to them, and Salam Media will definitely be there on Sunday. Going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this.